Okay, I'm very excited because we are starting our new math unit today. And for the first couple of lessons, they're going to be all about telling time in a couple different ways. So we've talked a little bit about time, but not a lot. We should hopefully remember some things from first and second grade, but we're going to go over some of the basics right now. So I'm going to use the hour is going to be in purple. And we know that that is the shorthand. And then for the minute, I'm going to use green. And we know the minute is longer than the short. Okay, so let's go ahead and start by doing a little bit of easier ones. If we have our shorthand, which is purple, sticking right at the 2, and then the long hand right on the 12, we know that this is going to be 2 o'clock. The 12 always represents o'clock. Okay, now in between 12 and 1, we count by ones, but if we're doing our big numbers, we count by fives. So this starts at 0. We'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and so on. So we know the 6 is going to be 30. And hopefully you've already followed my direction and you have found a watch or another clock in your home that is not digital. So a clock where we can practice our skills a little bit more. Let's go ahead and try a more difficult one. Let's go ahead and say the hour hand is in between 4 and 5. Okay? And let's go ahead and put our minute hand right here touching the 6. Okay? So let's always start with the hour hand first. If I'm looking at the hour, it's after 4, not yet to 5. So we're going to go ahead and say that the hour is still 4. And then the minute, we count by fives. So we start at 12. 12 is 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So the time is 4:30. Let's do a couple more. It's going to get a little bit trickier. Let's go ahead and we're going to put our hour right here. And then our minute right here. Now, if you notice, I didn't put the minute directly on the 11, and my hour is not directly on the 10. So let's start with our hour hand first. The hour, it's past the 9 and not yet to the 10. So it's not 10, it's still 9. And then our minute, we can count by fives, starting with 0 as 12, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. It's not yet to 55, so we're going to have to count by 1. So we have 50 on the 10, 51, 52, 53, 54. So it is 9:54. Another way that you can write this is by saying it's 54 minutes past 9 o'clock, because it's like 9 o'clock, but adding 54 more minutes. We can also say, how close is this time to being exactly 10 o'clock. So we can count and see that we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes until it's 10 o'clock. So we can say 6 minutes to 10 o'clock, or we can say it like this. It's 54 minutes after 9 o'clock. So these are going to be the different ways that you can show 9:54. On your practice today, it's going to have you do 2 different ways for each time you see a time. You can draw it on the clock, 9:54. You can say it's 54 minutes after 9 o'clock, which we can tell just by looking at this. Or we can say we are 6 minutes to the next hour, which is 10 o'clock exactly. Okay, so on your practice today, I want you to use a picture of a clock. You can just draw your own. You can look online and find a good one. We also have the tools on Pearson, the math tools, and there is a clock feature where you can practice telling time, digital and not digital, so using the analog clock. Let me know if you have any questions.